Hello? You alright? I'm going to be honest with you, I've had more phone calls and text messages regarding your Fiesta in 2 weeks than I've had over any other car I've got in my building. What can I do for you, mate? Alright, John. Yeah. Alright, do it. So. That's the diff tunnel welded in, on this side anyway. So I'm going to have to, when I've got the car on the ramp, I can stitch weld on the side as well. I decided to seam weld it all the way around because all the cars that I'd seen were seam welded, so it's good enough for the rally cars. It's certainly good enough for this car. A couple of welds I'm not quite happy with. Well, there's quite a few welds I'm not quite happy with, so I may even get my belt sander and tickle the top off them and give them another once over. But that's enough now, so I can at least get my seat brace in, or start getting it in, because it's going to need a load of trimming around the front now to suit the big tunnel. So that's my next job. As you can see, we're going to need some more trimming. It's now sat probably an inch and a half off there, off the floor, touching here and here, so we're going to have to do some more trimming just to get it down. May even have to do some trimming on this return edge on the back as well, because that's also close to the tunnel now, which is good because that can be welded to the tunnel too, which is what I wanted. It didn't reach the original diff tunnel, but now I can weld that side too, which is a bit more strength. So yeah, best get my marker pen and start marking out where I'm cutting out. New day, and I've pulled the rear bulkhead out, and I've pulled, don't know why I call it a bulkhead, 4-link brace, seat cross member, whatever you want to call it. Started plotting out where things are going to go. So we've got our 4 links. These sensors are going to be where I'm dimple dyeing it. Got our fuel lines coming through here, dry sump here, another dimple dye, and then our battery power lead and our rear harness boom. So next job is start cutting it all out and dimple dyeing and get ready to weld it in. We got all holes punched out, so we got our power lead and rear loom, or loom, it'll be fuel pumps, spotlights, etc. Dimple dye hole, Got these two opened up for the dry sump, so I just need to cut down the sides of these. That's where our dry sump lines will go. Fuel lines, I actually at the last minute decided to do them slightly smaller because the dry sump lines are much bigger than the fuel, so didn't really need a massive hole. And then again, 2 dimple dyes. So next thing will be to get my dimple dye in the press and press them out. I don't want to go too wild with the dimple dyes. I've seen some of them, they're 2 here and 4 here, and I just didn't want to overdo it. Just wanted it nice and simple, but it needed something in there just so it just made it look like a made part. Didn't look like a made part, sorry. Also, you might notice that I'm trying to include a lot more footage because Saturday night I was editing the last video and realised I had hardly filmed anything. So now I am pushing to get as much footage as I can, so you can see every step of the process instead of showing you, yeah, this is what I've done. So yeah, you might notice that the quality changes because I'm switching between my phone and my GoPro. But anyway, it's just what I've got to do so I can include as much footage as I can for you so you can see what's going on. So next, let's get it in the dimple dye, in the press. I really should have spaced this out a bit more. There you go. Lovely. Not gone too wild. Oh, that's a bit of strength. Do the job. Let's repeat that a few more times. It's a bit easier said than done. Really shouldn't have released that all the way. That was silly. Sorry about this. Don't release it all the way. That'll work. Can we get it out? Yes, we can. 2 down, 2 to go. Now I need to rejig this. Nearly there. Last piece to do is just cut along these scribe lines, clean the edges up around here with file or whatever, power file, and then weld it in. We have it all cut out, drilled out, dimple dyed, ready to weld in. Just got to obviously prep the floor, the inner rear quarters where I'm going to be welding, and then it's time to glue it in. Quite pleased with that, nice and simple, not too many dimple dyes, just, yeah, looks a bit more finished. It's in. Am I happy with it? Yeah. The panel, yes. The welding, no. Not really. I think I could have done better. Hey ho, it's too late now, it's in. Yeah, generally, if I'm doing welding for like MOT repairs or whatever, or hiding panels, that's going to be ground out and hidden, welds look great. As soon as the wheels are going to be on show, well, yeah, they don't turn out so great. But I suppose once they've got some primer and some paint over them, they'll be fine. It's just me being critical of my work as usual. I always expect more of myself, but it is what it is. Now I'm going to make some gussets to the link boxes, for the tops of the link box, top of the brace to the link box. I may even make one for the centre, not sure yet. So I'm going to end that video off. I'm going to end that video off there. That's the update for Scarlett this week. I wanted an update on Jason's Capri, but sadly didn't get enough time. Just a few things got in the way. Anyway, did manage to get a start on it, move some cars around, got it lowered down, made a start, started cutting some bits out. But that's next week's video, so full video on that coming next week. This week it's Scarlett. Well, as you've seen, 'cause this is the end of the video. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you haven't already done so, please, please, please subscribe. It costs you nothing. You're helping a small channel grow. And yeah, oh, also, Fiesta Turbo. You won't have seen that yet. That's been dropped off. That'll be getting some work done soon. Anyway, yeah, I'll end that video off there, and I'll see thee.